Hi, everybody. I'm John Granato. That's Lance Zierlein. We are on the bench, mornings on ESPN 97.5 and 92.5. If you haven't hit subscribe yet, please do right now so that you can get all of our content here at SportsMap HOU. Let's talk about the Texans for a minute, Lance, because everybody's talking about them out there. The point spread last week against the Cardinals got up to 20.5. And while the Texans might have played their best game in the first half, the Cardinals still covered ease. I mean, it's just so... Lance, I was with this team on the sideline for every game for the first 5 years. The Texans had the first overall pick, got David Carr. They were an expansion team, which is always really bad. They got the first overall pick, and they got Mario Williams. So they were the worst team in the league right before that. They were the worst team in the league, and they got Jadeveon Clowney. This team is as bad as any of those teams. Maybe different with Tyrod Taylor, we'll see. But as of right now, this is as bad as it's ever been for the Houston Texans, but they might not get the number one overall. They're fighting tooth and nail with Miami right now. They're fighting tooth and nail with Jacksonville, with Detroit. But I think the Texans are proving that this is the worst Texans team ever, right? And they might not even get the number one pick. This team would lose to that expansion team that was terrible, right or wrong?
Yeah, they would. That team had a really good defense and could scratch out enough on offense. Like you got no free rides against that defense. You also were taking on contracts. This was a time where a lot of teams didn't understand how to handle the salary cap back then, and there were cap casualties of good players who came to the Texans. The Texans have cast-offs. It's not even the same thing. I mean, I think the Texans have maybe a little bit more talent on the offensive side and less talent on the defensive side. And yeah, the expansion Texans would definitely beat this version of the Texans, especially with Tyrod Taylor not there. Now, Taylor's going to be coming back soon. We'll see if that changes their fortunes, but they're not stopping anybody defensively in the second half of games, especially. For whatever reason, they hang in the first half, and they're atrocious in the second half. But it's not only defensively, they can't score in the first half. And now we're starting to see, that team had David Carr, where you had hope. You got a rookie here, Davis Mills, but even though the numbers have been okay, he's just not really making explosive plays.
I want to talk about Tyrod Taylor coming back and what that means. But first, what about giving your car to a kid?
Carsforkids.org. That's the website. And all you have to do with carsforkids.org is call them up or hit the website, schedule them to come out. They'll take your car, your truck, your SUV, your motorcycle, whether it's working or not. They don't care. They'll haul it off your property. You've been wanting to get rid of that junk anyway. They'll come do it for you, and they pay you. They'll give you a $50 Visa gift card, and you get a tax write-off so you can write off the car, not the kid, with carsforkids.org.
Tyrod Taylor practicing this week, Lance. They were pretty good against Jacksonville with Tyrod Taylor. They were pretty good in the first half against Cleveland with Tyrod Taylor. Are they going to be pretty good again with Tyrod Taylor out back on the field?
I think they're going to be better. I think he knows where to go with the ball better than Davis Mills. Davis Mills is still figuring out what to do on every play. I think Tyrod Taylor, because he's been there, done that, I think every play that's run, he's going to maybe have an interpretation of that play versus the defenses he's seen. Where a rookie, and this happens with most rookies, they're just trying to become acclimated. I mean, their heads are spinning, and I think there is a chance that the offense could be more competitive. Yeah, I mean, it's you're just playing games, you're just running out the season. It doesn't, at the end of the day, it doesn't really mean anything other than you're trying to see which young players like Nico Collins continue to grow, which veterans are worth maybe looking at adding to your team next year when their contracts are done, and then who you don't want in the building next year. That's really all that's going on right now. And you just want to see, can this team be competitive as the year goes on and the losses mount? Yeah.
So I don't think you can evaluate a rookie quarterback. You said it plenty. Look at Josh Allen. If they would have gotten rid of Josh Allen if the fans had their way, and look at Josh Allen now. And I'm not calling Davis Mills Josh Allen.
Right.
But this offensive line that's terrible. Who do you throw to? Nobody. Running backs that are awful. How can we judge what Davis Mills is right now?
Well, I mean, you can't, but you can in some degrees. Like when they're watching tape, they can see when throws come open. They can see which coverages they are, and they know, the coaching staff are going to know where the ball's supposed to be going, how he's delivering it, how he's handling what defenses are giving. I mean, for us, we can't really, we wouldn't be able to make that determination. But for the team who looks at every piece of every play, they can see when he's making good plays, when he's making bad plays, when there's nothing he can do about it. They'll see that too, and they'll recognize that. But really, he's a third rounder, and Josh Allen's a first rounder. Daniel Jones is a first rounder, and Davis Mills is a third rounder. It may be that simple that the Texans just say, we don't know for sure on Davis Mills, but we need to move forward with our process, and we really like quarterback A or quarterback B, and we're going to go in that direction. And if the Texans keep losing, we had talked about, hey, this team maybe can get 4 or 5 wins, and they may be drafting 6 or 7, who knows, and not be in the running for a quarterback. You want to reassess now? Because I do, and I think they're going to be in the running for a quarterback earlier than later.